Well guys, my dog died today. As you guys know, we only got him like literally 3 days ago, and just like that, he's already gone. Now that's not a good thing, as you can imagine, because he was only like 2 months old, and he had a really good future in front of him. But unfortunately, he has quite literally bit the dust today. I came out here a few minutes ago, and he's kind of still limp, but he's definitely dead. So he expired maybe a few hours ago at most. But even at that, if I'd been out here a few hours earlier, I don't think I could have saved him, because he's been acting a little weird the last few days anyhow. And so let me tell you what I mean by that. Over the last few days, it's only been 3 days. So the first day he was pretty fine. Then the second day he wouldn't eat much, and he kind of started coughing a little bit, but he would still eat some. And then the third day he wouldn't eat anything, and he kept coughing more. And then this morning he was like this. Now you may be asking me, like, why didn't you take him to the vet? And the reason I didn't take him to the vet is because, well, dogs not eating for short spells is kind of normal, and well, coughing's kind of normal too. It just means that they probably ate something that didn't agree with them. So I thought that, you know, in a day or two he would come right out of it. As you can tell, I was wrong, and well, he came out of his whole body. All dogs go to heaven. Now I do have a couple theories as to what was wrong with him. I really don't know at all, and I didn't really expect any of these at all. But the first thing that could have happened is, well, as soon as he got here, Potato actually rammed him in the side. She rammed him right around here, so back here, back behind the ribs. That actually could be the problem, because he has been like not eating, which has to do something with his intestines and stuff. And that is where she hit him. Now that could be the problem, but honestly, I mean, it didn't look like she hit him that hard, and he acted fine after that. And he even ate after that, so I don't know if it was that or not, but I'm not sure. My second theory is that we gave him shots, and maybe they didn't agree with him. Maybe they actually gave it to him, I don't know. But the shots could have disagreed with him. Third thing, I gave him a stick to chew on. Maybe he ate the stick and it got stuck in there. I mean, I don't know, I just feel like dogs should be able to chew on sticks and be okay. But maybe that wasn't the problem. Maybe it was literally just something that who knows happened. He could have been sick before I got him, but then again, the first day he was acting pretty fine. Now this may be the sketchy part. Some of y'all may not want to see this, but I am going to just swipe over and show you him. That way you know I'm not lying and I didn't trade him off. I didn't sell him. That'd be a real YouTuber move, wouldn't it? Tell you he died and then just like go and sell him in a parking lot, get my money back. But I am going to show you. If you don't like it, just skip over a little bit. Incoming in 3, 2, 1. Here he is, guys. He's just chilling like a villain. He's not moving much, but it's kind of understood. I gave him some food right there. Like, I gave him some bread, those little tortillas. He had a sausage. He even had potatoes, but I'm pretty sure Tater ate those. And then he even had some sliced turkey, but he didn't want any of it. And I knew that was kind of weird that he didn't even want turkey. Now with the dog, his name was kind of Boone, but then I decided I wasn't going to name him Boone because he didn't act like a Boone. And so he was actually still looking for a name, but I guess we don't really have to do that anymore. Now if you're wondering if I actually care or not, because I'm not crying, I definitely do care. Like, this was supposed to be a great dog, and he was going to have a great future. The only reason why I'm not tore up crying, ripping my clothes off and stuff is because I really didn't get attached to him. I only had him for 3 days, and 2 of those 3 days he kind of acted a little bit like a zombie. Now, I thought he was going to get over it like most sicknesses do and become normal, but, well, he didn't. Showing the dog in 3, 2, 1. And just if you guys think that, oh, well, he doesn't have enough slack to reach the food. Yeah, he does. It's one of those things where it comes out if he needs it, and then it retracts if you don't. So yeah, he did have plenty access to food, water, and shelter. Just something got in him and didn't agree with him. And he couldn't agree with it either, so. Anyways, guys, we are going to go out here. We're going to go get we're going to go get an excavator thing. We're actually going to bury this guy. Old Boone didn't stay here long, but I don't know. Where should we bury him? Should we bury him in the goat pen so that he'll forever be here? Or should we just bury him over there somewhere, because he really never protected the goats at all? I don't know. It's something to think about. Well, we're going to go bury him, I guess. We got the excavator out here. It should be a whole lot easier than a shovel, I'll say that. A whole lot easier and a whole lot quicker. Okay, guys, here's the situation. Since I don't really know where to bury this dog. He's not really been here long enough to have any significant favorite spot or anything. So I just came to the field. I picked out the highest point. Since he is a guard dog, and well, guard dogs like to look over everything, we're going to bury him right here. This is the highest point of the field. Every part of the field is lower than this. As you can look around, you can see, but we are going to bury him right here at the highest point. Now, traditionally with graves, you don't like walk over them or drive over them. With this one, it's going to be a little bit different, okay? So we're going to use this big heavy machinery right here, and we're going to dig out his hole. See, I don't know if y'all can see that too good, but right there's a hole, and we will dump off the dirt. dig it a little bit deeper. Traditionally, as well, you want to go 6 feet deep. We probably can't do that either because we got bedrock. So, we're going to do the best we can and make sure he's deep enough. I never really knew Boone that well, but if I had to guess, I would say that his favorite song was Who Let the Dogs Out. Who let the dogs out? We'll take a real quick look at the hole. Not perfect, not symmetrical, but I think it'll do the job. It's pretty big too, probably a lot bigger than needed. But anyways, guys, let's commence the funeral. Also, I'm showing the dog in 3, 2, 1. Listen guys, I'm not a funeral director, but I'm gonna try my best. Here lies the body of Boone Obi-Wan Kenobi Gray. The Great Pyrenees puppy died age of 2 months. He lived a good life, along with a few ups and downs. The ups consisting of things like wagging his tail, chasing a car, maybe even growing up with a brother and sister, and 2 more brothers and 3 more sisters. Some of the downsides consist of a flu shot, getting hit in the side by a very territorial adult female goat. Yeah, that's about it. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and commence this funeral by burying him. Kendall, dude, what's next? Are you gonna like get a new dog? Or have you decided that maybe a donkey's just a little bit better for you? Well, to be honest guys, obviously we never like death. However, we do have to accept that death happens. And it happens to literally everything. You gotta keep that in mind. One time or another, everything dies. As long as it's not a rock, because it never lived, but you get the point. Whether it's dogs, trees, even people, everything dies at some point. So I think our first step is really going to be understanding that everything dies, and then once that, I think we just have to move on, maybe even look for another Great Pyrenees, because we didn't do anything wrong. We tried our best, and just something happened and he didn't live. Just because he didn't make it doesn't mean that it's our fault that he died. So I'm thinking our next step is actually going to be keep looking for another Great Pyrenees. Don't let the loss of Boone get to our heads too much. Like, don't feel bad about it. It's just kind of how it is, unfortunately. It's just how the world works, and we got to accept that. That's what Boone would want us to do. The Boone would also want you to go down in the comments and press F to pay respect. But, you know, that's on you. I talked to my uncle. He said that it could also possibly be grieve, where he was with all of his friends and maybe his sisters and stuff. But then again, I mean, some of his sisters and stuff had already been sold, and well, they were doing just fine, so I don't really know. There's kind of a lot of possible causes. Anyways, I think what we're going to do now that he is finally buried, we're actually going to go fishing, okay? We're going to go to the lake. We're going to try to catch us some fish. I mean, some would say it's too soon to go fishing right after Boone died, but what do you think Boone would want us to do? He just wants us to carry on life and do the next right thing. Okay guys, we're out here on the lake today, yee. I'll be honest guys, I ain't been on a lake since last May. And even at that was the only time I was on the lake at all last year. So yeah, it's been about 2 years since I've even been in this lake. And I ain't missing it one bit. Parking lot's crowded, boats everywhere. Water's the color of rust. I don't know about it guys, I don't know about it. All this coronavirus has got everybody off work and it's just crowding the lake on a Thursday. Why? I don't know about it, but we're ready to give it all we got. We may hit a stump or two, maybe even a rock. And all I can say, we're about to lose some baits. Get ready. Right here, right now, son, we're about to get started. Just wiped off the spider webs off the little ranch, turned it on real quick. Pulling out for the first time of the year, I'll be honest. The KG, these are like the Gen 2ers. Hey, you can actually see my reflection. Hey! Anyways, I like these bad boys. These are like the Gen 2. These are the classic styles in blue. I really like these. These are polarized. Hopefully they'll let me see something, but I don't think they can see through mud. Anyways, let's get started. We'll try it. Here we go. Well, the water's still the color rust, but I don't know. I guess we'll try to figure something out. I'm gonna give you this KG spinner bait. Sound good? I think I'm gonna give you this one. It's got big old blades on it, so they should be able to feel it in the dirty water. And they should be able to see it because it's really bright color. Now, do you know how to cast this pretty good? Throw it out, reel it back about, I don't know, every 5 seconds, give it a good pop, and then just keep reeling. And then you can reel it fast, slow, however you want to. Doesn't really matter. A little bit of everything, and then we might be able to figure out exactly what they want. I know the bait that I want. 2 years ago, I used this bait and done really good on it. I even caught some trout on it. Well, now that we've been here a couple minutes, I think we're gonna go ahead and log some stuff. I don't know if y'all know we had this, but it's a flog. It's a fishing log. And just real quick, we're gonna go through the stuff and kind of fill it out. This is the first one I'm using of the year, so we'll just flip to page 1. Let's see, we got date. What is the date? We're gonna say March 20 something. Here's a little look at it. At location, I'm gonna put LL. That's just where we are, kinda. Start time. When did we start fishing? 4 o'clock. Then end time, don't know that yet. Total time, don't know that. Water temperature. The water temperature, according to that thing, looks like it's saying 57. That's important. That's a very important thing. What's the air temperature? Hey Siri, what's the temperature outside? Oh, okay, no service. That's cool. I'm gonna say 70 because it's hot. Wind direction. No, not really any wind. Weather, water clarity, I can tell you that. We're gonna say murky. Water level, normal. Structure types, what we fishing today? I'm thinking we're fishing bluffs, points. Cover types, what we doing? We're doing laydowns, trees, flooded timber a little bit. We're actually in some flooded timber right now. What else we got? Riprap, I think I'm about to hit it here in a second. Top forage fish. Well, since we are at the lake, we do know the forage, and it is actually shad and schooling bait fish. If we were at a pond or something, we'd put bluegill. Ooh, the bait fish depth. This is really important. One thing that we do need to do is we kind of need to go around with the fish finder, find what depth the bait balls are at, because whatever the depth the bait are at, that should be what depth the bass are going to be at. Now, I've not done that yet, so I can't really fill it in. Fish bites, hooked, landed, big fish weight. We've not done any of this yet, so that right there, that's all we can fill out for now. But by the end of the day, we should be able to fill out all this, and we should be able to figure out some kind of pattern of the day. If there was one. If there wasn't one, then we should be able to figure that out too. So for now, we're just going to close it up, put the pin back in it, keep on fishing, try to get some. And it is actually the next day, and now we actually kind of know what killed our dog. It wasn't Tater ramming him in the side. It wasn't that I fed him a stick, and it definitely wasn't the shot. And after looking at all the symptoms and everything, we actually figured out that he died from the parvovirus. The parvovirus is basically just a virus pretty similar to the coronavirus, kinda. Now, some of the characteristics of the parvovirus is that it comes on super fast, which is what he did. He was fine. 2 days later, he was dead. A few of the symptoms were vomiting, white, bubbly stuff. That's exactly what it was. Loss of appetite, a glossy-eyed stare, and like fatigue, all that good stuff. Not eating, all that. Yeah, that's exactly what he had. Then I looked at the fatality rate, and without treatment, it is 90%. That means if your dog has the parvovirus and he doesn't get treatment, there's a 90% chance he's gonna die. However, with treatment, it's still 20%. And since it is a virus, there is no cure. We're kind of seeing that in humans too with the coronaviruses. There's no cure to viruses. You just got to hope that you win the battle. And so even if we could identify that he had the parvovirus, there's still not a lot that we could do except give him some treatment, which is give him fluids through an IV at a vet hospital. Now, with that being said, there's really not a lot that you can do. But the biggest thing that we can do about the parvovirus is give your dogs the vaccines. Give them the shot. I mentioned that we actually gave him a shot, and I thought that may be the reason why, but it turns out that the parvovirus is actually in the dog 3 to 10 days before they actually start showing symptoms, so he kind of had the virus before I even got it. And earlier in the video, I was saying that he was 2 months old. Well, I actually messed up. He is 4 months old, and 2 months old is when you're supposed to give them their shots, which will vaccine for the parvovirus. The person we got him from said he didn't really believe in giving it to him young. So long story short, guys, if you have a puppy, make sure he gets his shots, because if you don't, he might die. And there's actually a pretty good chance of him dying, because there's a lot of bad viruses out there that kills puppies pretty regularly. Since it is Saturday, it's time for the verse of the week. This one's coming out of Romans 8:6. The mind governed by flesh is death, but the mind governed by the spirit is life and peace. Now, a key word in that verse is governed. We got to figure out what governed means. And what that word means to me in that verse is basically the rules you go by. So, for example, a mind that goes off flesh, that could be things like, what does flesh say is okay? Like if someone does you wrong, flesh could tell you, do them wrong back, and you'll be equal. But on the other hand, a mind that goes off the spirit would say something like, this person done me wrong, it's still not okay to do them wrong, I just gotta love them no matter what. And like the verse says, the difference between the mind governed by flesh or the spirit is life and death. I just want to remind you guys that the spring fishing sale is still on. Use promo code KGSPRING10. Like the fishing book we was using earlier, that's the vlog. Unfortunately, we didn't get to catch fish, we didn't get to fill it out. But I am going to start using that a lot this year, and that thing is on sale if you want to go buy it. Just use the promo code anything fishing related on the entire website. Chip's about to eat my shorts. He usually eats my jeans, but I guess Nike shorts are no exception. But head on over KendallGray1.com/shop with the first link in the description.